Good morning, world. How are we doing? Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Paint with Pete studio. My name is Pete Obsolete. Welcome. Today is Portrait Day, so every Thursday I ask for requests throughout the week and this morning for celebrity faces to draw in the sessions today. I want you to draw with me as well. So I've got the suggestions up to behind me. So we've got a nice big bank of images. If we don't draw your chosen person today, it will go into the bank for future weeks. So we should have a nice big, constantly evolving list of names and drawings of those people as well. Previous weeks we have done Mr. Donald J. Trump, we've done Jim Carrey, we've done MF Doom, he's right there, and Keanu Reeves. So thank you so much for all the suggestions. And shouts to the incredible variety on offer from the Paint with Pete audience of who I can draw today and who we're going to draw together. Very simple structure today. I'm going to go through who we've got, some suggestions. We're going to pull a name out of the hat. We're going to draw a basic structure of the face. Just get the basic structure in. And then we're going to apply that structure to that celebrity face. You're very welcome to join me. So let's just take 2 minutes. It's exactly 10 o'clock. Let's just take 2 minutes just to get pens and paper ready. I'll go through the suggestions and I'll prep my studio. So first and foremost, just have a little drink. Cheers, everyone. So, just sort my Facebook out. Just check that lighting on. Amazing. So yeah, thank you very, very much for all the suggestions. Just get you guys up there. Cool. Sure. Okay, lovely. So, just checking. Okie dokie. So the suggestions, again, huge amount of variety on offer. Some amazing people, stars of the big screen and the small screen. Thank you so much to everyone suggesting names. Let's see if we got. So I've just pulled some pictures off of the internet, and I'm just going to take them down really neatly apparently now. Mr. Seth Rogen, I've got another one of him here, so let's put them together. Always wise having a couple of images for your inspiration. Seth Rogen, he's in the pile. We also have Mr. Rowan Atkinson. Thank you to Mr. Chris Seymour for the suggestion. What an amazing face. I think he was going to make a fantastic sick face. I call my portrait sick faces. So I think that's going to be a really good caricature. Hopefully it'll get drawn out. We also have Mr. Dr. Dre, another Seymour suggestion. Thank you, bruv. Amazing photo of NWA there. There's Mr. Dre. He's in the pile. I've got a spare blue tack. We also have Mr. David Attenborough. Thanks to Noodle Nancy, amazing artist. Thank you very much, Erin and Noodle, for David Attenborough. Who else have we got? Mr. Kanye West. So we've got Kanye, smiling Kanye. I thought, let's get a happy Kanye. Why not? There's Kanye. Who else have we got? Lady Dawn French. Amazing face, amazing lady. Thank you to the Seymours. One more for them for the suggestion. Who else have we got? Mr. Billy Connolly. Shouts to Mr. Danny Elledge. I've got a young and an old version. I'll explain that in a bit if he gets picked. So there's Billy Connolly. So next, I'll go down here. We have Seth Rogen's buddy, brother in arms on film, Mr. Jonah Hill. Fantastic face, amazing characters coming through. I'm going to have to spin this way. We also have Mr. Stormzy. Absolutely incredible face. Again, character and, you know, real expression in him. So there we are. Amazing. And who's next? I will go Mr. John Travolta. Thank you, Siobhan. Mr. John Travolta. Nice big face. I got him a 90s era. He's cut his hair off, so he looks a little bit like a little bit like me, a little bit like Bruce Willis as well. So let's make it a definite picture. We have the Queen herself. She's wanting a brew. I get it. Erica Badu. Thank you to Pippa Rankin for the suggestion of Erica. Just the most beautiful woman on the planet. An amazing face. This is going to make a really good caricature. Okay, one more for Erica, just for that hair. Absolutely insane. There we go. And just play that blue type. Last but by certainly no means least, shouts to, I think it was Ned, shouts to Ned Poulter for the man himself, Mr. Bob Ross. Again, obviously, you know, my Twitter name is Snob Ross. There is a direct link. I absolutely love this guy. What he does for art and how he helps people to just get creative and try something they haven't done before is exactly what the Paint with Pete's are mirroring. So big inspiration from Mr. Bob there. So that is our list. I have 2 pieces of paper behind me and obviously our piece as well. I'm going to do him first. So first thing I'm going to do is just add some white to this. I'm then going to use 2 colours. We're going to do a structure of the face. But I think we should dip in our Lucky Dip hat, our sorting hat. So I'm going to put all the names from my attaché case. Just grab this guy. I'm going to put all my names from the attaché case. They are in there. All of those names are in the case. I'm going to switch hats. My pencil's going to fall out. Pencil has to go back in. Okay, so I've got my sorting hat, my little attaché case. Literally works like a briefcase. So they're in there. They all go in there. Okay, let's give them a little mix up. Amazing suggestions today, guys. Let's see who we're drawing. Oof, I'm excited. Let's not look. Let's make it a full surprise. Oh, okay. Today is Kanye. Okay, so we're going to try and draw Kanye West. I've drawn him once before. Wasn't very happy with it, so we're going to try again. So today's drawing is Kanye West. All the other suggestions are still in there. So next week we'll do another portrait. And it could be one of those names. I think it was Mr. Ed or Mr. Ethan who suggested Kanye. Thank you very much. Kanye it is. Let's get our Kanye pictures ready. So I've got 2. So I've got kind of young Kanye, looking a bit stush, and then I've got happy Kanye, who's here. All right. So I'm gonna leave those 2 guys up so we can see them the whole way through. There he is. No. So today is Kanye West. I'm just getting him on my wall so we can see him. So put him next to where we're going to draw. First things first though, I want to add a little bit of white to my skull. Kanye's going to have to move, isn't he? Sorry, bro. There we are. So I know it is portrait day. He's right in the corner. So again, these skulls are kind of based on directly based on the human face. You'll see that come out in the structure lines. So I'll do the structure and then I'll do an obviously skull over the top, and you'll see where the face, the human face and the structure is a direct reference from these skulls. All right, so I'm just going to do my skull line in white with my dead brush. He's very dead at the moment. It's good. So let's do this. He's very dead. Wow, love it. Really hard to paint with, but that's part of the love. There we go. We'll get doodling in a minute, but I just want to get a couple of lines on this dude. As ever, please name my piece. If you feel like a name just jumps into your head whilst I'm painting, based on this guy. He was made in the colour session yesterday, on Tuesday. Please name him. Give me a shout. There we go. Okay, cool. So this guy comes up. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm just painting and not talking. So I'm just finishing up or getting at least another line with my dead brush. On this guy, I need a name. I don't like calling him this guy. I'm going to call him Mr. Green until he's named, alright? So Mr. Green until someone names him. Okay, cool. Okay, a couple of spikes, why ever not. Christening. Some random teeth. And there we are. So we have our skull, another layer on the skull. Brush it in the water, paint nice and secure. Okay, cool. So first things first is we need to learn the structure of the face. I do this every week. I have a nice little collection of them down here, but I want to show you that it can be from nothing. I don't just want to use the work that we did last time. Can you do it there? So I'm going to use orange and pink. I'll use orange as the, pink as the baseline. So just the kind of the basic structure. I'm going to go over it with the orange to put the details in. And then I'll put a skull over the top in my style. So you can see the face, the basic structure. It's very basic, but it's still the structure of the human face. And then where I've taken it. All right. So, got my two colours. Lovely stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do it on this one. So, as ever, we draw an egg. Really, really easy. Again, these are very, very simple techniques and practices. But they are the basic structure and lines for the human face. You can obviously spend ages and go into the detail, work on the eye, nose and mouth, everything else. But let's just get the structure in. So, draw an egg, nice big egg, upside down on your sheet. All my pens are pretending to be pencils, alright? So if you've only got a pencil, it's absolutely fine. I think that's running out, actually. Yeah. So, I'm pretending to use a pencil, so these are all kind of guidelines. So we go halfway, straight down. That's your middle line. So we're drawing a face facing forward. And then we go halfway, rough guess. Then we go halfway. Then we go halfway. Okay, so eye line, E, nose line, N, mouth line, M. Put a circle right here, so we know that's where the point of our nose is. So sometimes there's a bit beneath it and on the side, we can use that. So we've got nostrils and all that. I'm going to pull my sleeves up. Okay, cool. So eyes, nose and mouth line. Looks like a featureless face. Break our eye line into 5. So that's 4 lines. 2, 3, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Draw your circles in. So draw your circles in your eyes. We can also do our ears. Ears go from your eye to your nose line, just over and just under. Again, rough guesses. My ears definitely don't. Stop looking at my ears. Okay, halfway through the eyes, come down. Again, just little guesses where the middle of those eyes are. And we've got 2 crosshairs. There we are. Okay, nose, come down and down. And again, there might be a little bit underneath it, but we can think about that in a sec. We've got our point. The mouth is a diamond, so I always draw a diamond. Just for the mouth area. Obviously, we are just drawing kind of robots at the moment. We can turn it into a human by adding details and bringing the jaw in. You'll see that in a sec. But at the moment, it's just areas. Nice and easy. Okay, other little guidelines we could put in. If you come in at about a 45-degree angle from the ears, you've got a kind of jaw. You'll see that skull here. So you'll see the skull shape. And then obviously the mandible jaw, the bottom bit of your jaw. We can put a neckline in as well, just as a guide. There we are. And as ever, eyebrows. We've covered this in a couple of the doodle sessions where eyebrows can dictate the emotion. Just put some eyebrows in, so we go round and round. So those circles are your eye sockets. Touch your face, everyone. Eye sockets. And then your eyebrows are kind of where the hair sits on your eyebrow. So it gives us a bit more of a human face. Again, now what I'm going to do is put the lid on my pen. Shape my orange. We're going to draw some details in. So we're going to make it a bit more human. We're going to put the eye shape, a bit more shady and noses in and all that sort of stuff. Just 2 seconds. Go down there. Okay, and then you'll see it kind of build up into a bit more of a human face. Once more, I will put the obsolete skull over it. So again, we're taking it back to the structure, putting the human in, and then taking it back to the skeleton idea. Okay, so orange. Let's get them going. This guy. Alright. Okay, so eyes. Ovals. Oval. Close that window. Cheers. Okay, so we've done our eyes. We can put our pupils in. There we are. We can put our nose in. So this is where the eyebrows come in. So follow that line for your eyebrow and then just come straight down for your nose. And again, we know that this bit is the point. So we've got nostrils. And we've got the other side of the nose. You can have a thin nose. Mine has ended up being pretty thin. It's not based on anybody at all. If you've got a thin nose, draw a thin or fat nose. It doesn't matter. Wide nose. So then lips. Again, little V in the top. And we just come down and down. Put a little bit of a lining because your bottom lip comes out from the side. Like that. And then put some lips in. Okay. And then we've got our jaw as well, so I'm going to do the head next. So the top bit of the skull. In fact, I can leave that for hair. So I'm just going to come in and then come down. Just to our chin line, which is where the eye sits, just about. And again, so in and down. We can also do our creases on our nose, mouth, and chin. Okay, and then again, any little details that will make it a bit more human. So he's ginger, like me. There's some eyebrows. We can do whatever we want at this point, so we can give him some facial tattoos or a beard. I might give him a little ginger beard. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, so just lines for hair using a fat marker, doesn't matter. Just put a beard in. I know what beards kind of look like, apparently. So let's put some details in here, just to make him a bit more human. A little bit of realism on the chin. Nice and fluid. Get those ears in. Have a piercing if he wants, whatever. Okay, and then hair. I'm just going to give him a normal haircut. I don't really, with freestyle hair, it can be anything. In fact, I'm going to give him I'm going to give him curtains. Why not? I haven't with 90s. We'll go curtains. Why not? So do some like DiCaprio in the 90s curtains. Come over a little bit over the head. There we go. Okay, so I'll just show you that up close, just so you can see it. Okay, so I'll say my good mornings. I wanted to start straight away as I could. Hello. So this is our face. Again, you can give him a name if you want. He's got kind of floppy Leonardo DiCaprio hair, crossed with kind of Bruce Willis off of Die Hard beard. So you can come up with a name for him if you want. I'm still looking for a name for this guy as well. My Macintosh is not behaving. I do apologise. 2 seconds. Good morning. Hello. Sorry about this. Thank you about the compliment on the hoodie. We'll do that in a sec. So let's put him back up. Let's get the obsolete line in. It's worth taking a bit of time just to let that ink dry. Okay, shape those pens. The pens I use just in cases are the Posca from uni, Mitsubishi pens, but Posca, they're amazing, water-based paint. Get them from any good art shops. I get them and only ever get them from Cass Art. Please check out cassart.co.uk. they're my art supplier. We'll do some shouts in a second. Let's get a face in here. So what I'm going to do is apply a similar technique to my skulls, to this face, using the spaces and their breakup and the areas that we've given ourselves, alright? So let's try and stick to these circles, stick to that as the nose, the mouth here, the lines, right? Good, okay. Start in the middle, thereabouts. Instant Mancunian apparently. Weird. Okay, cool. A little bit wider, just to accentuate those eye sockets. And then I come in here. So you can see where that structure of my skulls come from, directly from the human face itself. Right. What's next to it here? Again, eyebrows, always do a kind of sympathetic eyebrow. Pen's running out. So you got the top bit of the skull, kind of looks like Batman a little bit, and then all we do is put lips in. I accentuate the lips a little bit and then put the skull teeth in. So again, just leaving this bottom jaw kind of just the teeth. So let's get some lips. And then some teeth. Okay. Something a little bit extra there, christen him. Spike his hair again. There we go. Okay. And there we are. Again, if you want to come up with a name for him, please do. The internet is not my friend today. Okay, sorry about this. Hello. So I've just drawn the basic structure in pink. I've gone over that in orange. And then we have a new piece that's based on a simple structure. I freestyled a little bit with the orange, added human detail, and I've put my skull over the top. Please copy that if you want to. Use your own colours if you want. It doesn't matter what size of page it is. Just if you have followed the Paint with Pete's every week, you should have a nice little armoury of these style of drawings. I've got 4, well, I think it's 5 now. 4. This is the 5th. So yeah, and again, I'll show you exactly what it looks like when you frame it on Friday. That's tomorrow. So tomorrow is gallery day. I'll put this in a frame, and you can see it from being like a kind of just a bit of a lesson for myself in how the structure of the face goes. Freestyle with human features, and then put a skull over the top of it. You'll see that framed tomorrow. I love these. He can go in the stack. Okay, just while we're waiting on here, let's do this. Move them up just a little bit. Sorry, just getting my studio comfortable. So just so we've got a reference point. Okay, so I've got my plain bit of paper ready to draw Mr. Kanye West. It is about 20 past, so we've got 10 more minutes till brew time. I use that 10 minutes to get our initial lines on here and kind of get our sketch marks up of Kanye. I think this looks a lot more like, I think this says Kanye, I mean, they both say Kanye immediately, but this has a little bit more of the arrogant Kanye West, if that makes sense. So I think it says Kanye more to me in this picture. So I'm going to go with this picture, but I'm going to use this as reference for lip shape, eye shape, and face structure. Okay, so there's Kanye if you want to draw with me, please do. I drew him once about 10 years ago, so I'm glad that he was in a suggestion pot, and I'm really glad that we're drawing him today. Again, I'm a little bit awkward about it because I haven't drawn him in ages. I haven't really paid much attention to Kanye West recently, so it's a little bit of a test. However, I want to do some shouts. Let me just grab some water. Excuse me. So I just want to say shouts to Most Wanted every day because they're amazing. And so I collaborate with this amazing wine company. If you're into your wine and you're into your branding, and they're a very modern company. Absolutely love them. Most Wanted Wines. I'm going to have some more water. It's definitely water. It was Prosecco last Thursday for the collab. So if you want to check out the collab that we did, we drank some Prosecco, and we drew some Valentine's Day cards. They can be just basic greetings cards, just nice cards to people though if you want. Check that out, Most Wanted Wines. Okay, and also the hoodie. Thank you to Mountain Fitness for the compliment. It's by Tom Fraud. So shouts to Tom Fraud, shouts to Nick and Amy Coney and everybody supporting local artists, especially at KSMCR. That's King Street MCR, so KSMCR, please follow them on Instagram. I'm one of their artists in residence, so I've got an exhibition, they did an interview and stuff. Shouts to Emma Evans and Dave Draws, and again Amy the Queen, Amy Coney. Thank you for getting me involved. It's an honour to be in such a beautiful building. Check those guys out. They have, one of the dudes who works there is Mr. Tom Fraud on Instagram. He's got some amazing candles. Check his merch out. It is incredible quality. Okay, let's start with our Kanye. So I'm just going to move him so somewhere that I can see. I just want to get that face structure in. He's got quite a wide jaw, but he's he's got good cheeks and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to get our basic structure in. So I'm an idiot. I haven't got a sharp pencil. Come here. One must always keep their pencil sharp. So, straight in. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, I'm going to draw it straight, unlike Keanu, who was a bit off centre. Stay there. Come on. Right, so you see me draw the egg. Upside down egg. Yep. Yep, so kind of he's got kind of slightly wider cheeks. I'm going to use that. I'm going to exaggerate that. Yep. So his hairline as well, famous hairline. I might mix those hair because I really like his hair in that. So let's just get that hairline in. Yep. Okay, so we've got our basic structure. Yeah, cool. So that's a bit rounder because he's got a goatee. So we're just putting that goatee in. Yep, okay. And then we've got eye line. Yep, nose line is about there. Again, because I'm drawing a caricature, a sick face. They are called sick faces because I'm drawing them. I am Pete Obsolete. So I'm making them a little bit more caricature-y so that the proportions might be a little bit more skewed, a little bit more different from what it looks like normally. Massive lips. Okay, and then so his bottom lip. So we've got his nose. So again, I drew a really narrow nose. I'm used to drawing myself. I am white. I've got a thin, broken nose. So let's just put some rough lines in to make sure that we're getting Kanye's nose right. Obviously, everyone's got different noses, and people from around the world will have different noses from their, ancestral heritage and where they lived and where their parents lived and stuff. So it's just about getting those little details in and drawing as many different varieties of people as you can, because the difference in people helps you as an artist. I'm always, again, it's always I'm always trying to push the let's go crazy, bit rough, and then go into the kind of accurate bit. You can do that a lot with faces as well. A simple line could even change someone's origin, someone's actual face. So it's good practice having these kind of, let's just be creative. Do apologise, that's my phone ringing. They'll call back. Okay, so he's kind of squinting a little bit, so I'm going to pull his eyes down a little, just a touch more. That's a bit high up. We can use that as his eyebrow line though. Cool. Okay, just some nice relaxing music on as well to draw to. He's looking a little bit away. Cool. Got his moustache. Very neat moustache. Yeah. So again, it follows that fulcrum. And he's got a little soul patch. Oh, I know. It's a goatee, isn't it, I guess? And again, he's got his chin line. So there are elements in there from the actual picture that we've, our structure line picture. Make him a little bit narrower. He is getting there. I can see it in the pencil line. I'll show you in a second. So that's where the top of his nose comes in here. Just not as narrow as that. Okay, so he's, again, his nose point is there. Yep. Okay, just checking. So again, there are the subtle differences in light on photos obviously are very difficult to draw and replicate. So if you just put a line in, it will just remind you where that light should be. And then again, that simple subtlety of a black line in a bit of detail will dictate who it is, where they're from, who they are. There we are. Okay, so let's get some nostrils in. Yeah. Yep. Okay, and then, so his nostril comes up and then there's a break there. Yep. Okay, cool. Again, it's all about, sorry, I thought my phone was ringing. Again, it's all about just double checking those little details. Yeah, sorry. Hearing things. There we go. Okay, nice and soft. Okay. So some of these lines won't be there on the final drawing. I won't ink every single one of those lines in. It's just to suggest where that light is going to go. Okay, cool. Yep, good. Okay, yep. And then we've got some eyebrows, so let's get those eyebrows in. Neat eyebrows. Quite big. Okay. Just check that face shape out. Again, I'm not talking that much, I'm sorry. I'm just concentrating. Okay. So he's got, yep, like darker eyes here. Okay, again, these little subtleties in faces, certainly with light, are actually quite difficult to get across sometimes. So that's why I always try and push the 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, sorry. Again, my Macintosh. Please support your local artist. He needs a new Mac. houseobsolete.bigcartel.com. So yeah, it can take a little bit of time to kind of get those details in, and those tiny little subtle lines will be in there and dictate who that person is. One more time, everybody. Excuse me. There we are. Okay, sorry. Okay, mother, hello, Mrs. Barton. Wow. Kanye West is a hip hop producer, started as a producer and an MC and a rapper. Made his first two or three albums were absolutely incredible. He's gone on to make other albums, they're just not my thing. He's gone on to marry a celebrity called Kim Kardashian, and I think they're getting a divorce now. He's gone a little bit askew, supporting Donald Trump and stuff. So there's a lot of character in him. This is what I mean about character faces. The choices for the faces and the celebrity suggestions are amazing. Celebrities will, by nature, have interesting faces and interesting stories and stuff, but it's backgrounds like Kanye's and the story of Kanye West that, again, you're not trying to put it into his face, but certainly trying to use it as a bit of a fuel. I've missed brew time because I've been drawing. So if you do need some water, I'm just going to take a sip. I'm going to start inking in Kanye. I've got the rough lines in. I'll show you them. There we are. Yeah, sorry if I'm facing the wall, I'm not going to be reading the comments. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Daniel. Thank you for your compliments. There we are. There's Kanye in pencil. About right, just about. Let's see what he looks like when we start inking him in. So again, I want that kind of the like soft arrogance, like the confidence in him. So I'm going to use my thick and my thin blacks. Give him a little shake. So I'm using just my black Poscas. Let's get the main lines in. So I want his eyes right. They're a bit different, they're a lot more oval. Yep. Okay, a little bit more pronounced in there. Yep, just double checking. Okay, let's get that. Got really dark eyelashes. So I'm just going to get those tiny bits of detail in. Really softens him up, softens those eyes. Makes him a little bit effeminate, only in the eyes. But again, it's those little extra details that will confirm it as Kanye in a minute. So, I'm going to do lips next. Yep. Okay, doesn't look really like Kanye at the moment, that's alright. I'm going to get his jawline in just so we can confirm who he is. Still doesn't look much like Kanye. Hope I'm not saying that in 10 minutes. Okay, still looks a bit strange, that's alright. I'm just adding those little details in now on some of the main features. Yep. Yep. Okay, again, just adding those details, we can come back to those in a second. Yeah. Okay, again, come back to him. Let's get these ears in. Okay, let's get his head in. My bad, a little bit out there. Okay, so his nose. Again, subtle, going soft with my pen, just to make sure we've got the detail in right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just again just double checking. You can see me double checking everything, trying to get it as close to Kanye as I can. Again, those light in the nose and stuff is a very difficult thing to synthesize, but I'm going to add hair detail. Obviously, all those other details will come in. So without without eyebrows, or his beard detail, his moustache, his hair, kind of looks like a big baby. I know that. Or just a massive egg with hair. So let's go. Let's do some more detail. Yep. Okay. Follow that. Okay, bit more on his chin here. I'll get to the other details in a minute. I just want to kind of start grounding it in a little bit. Caucasian hair is very straight. Afro-Caribbean based hair, just concentrating, is obviously a lot shorter and curlier. Not necessarily always short, but a lot denser and darker. So I'm using I'm just using my pen to create little curls, much like his stubble and his beard there. If you look really closely, a little bit curlier. I love a challenge. Okay, so he's also got some stubble and stuff as well. Comes down a little bit more. Okay, we're still good, yeah, 20 minutes guys. Okay, cool. So I'm basically just going to dot in his hair. Further down. Okay, so eyebrows, we've got a bit more hair detail to put in with our thicker black pen. Okay, a little bit more shape coming in. Again, he's still got his stubble, so I'm just going to dot in his stubble. I'm going to go crazy on the stubble in a second as well. Yep. Cool. Let's get his neck in as well. Okay, so we've got his hair to go, and we need to finish up his nose. And there's a few other lines in there that I'm going to do with my thinner pen. Okay, so Dead delicate, dead gentle. Okay. Yep. One there. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm going to start dotting his hair in as well. Let's get his ears sorted. Ears a bit weird, that one. That's okay. These are just drawing. Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm going to just go straight in with the stubble. Just doing dots like you've shaved. Okay. What's really weird is that, you know, sometimes, I mean, it doesn't shout Kanye to me just yet. Again, I know we need to add hair detail and stuff as well. It's really interesting when you think you know what someone looks like and then you try and draw them. Being that close for such a, you know, concentrating on their face and stuff, you start seeing some whole new areas and different aspects to them. It's very interesting. And again, perfect way of just experimenting a little bit. That's a really straight line. Okay, again, those tiny, tiny little small curls for Afro-Caribbean hair. So it's a bit of a cheat, I'll be honest. But again, I'm just playing for time. So if you want to take a bit more time and actually get those hair details in, please take that time. This is a very shorthand way of showing Afro-Caribbean hair. Right. Okay. This is just for speed, everybody. I know I should be doing them smaller. Specifically for speed, alright. Apologies. His hair's a bit weird, so we're going to just go straight back in. I think his head's bigger. Just editing my line at will. So if you think it needs a bit more hair or a bit more detailing, just add it. Always better to do less and add than do too much and have to go back and redraw. Right. Get in there. Okay, yeah, so again, there's a bit of expression lines in there. So there's a bit of a shadow coming down on here and also down here. Okay. Let's just check, just checking. A bit more detail on here. Okay. Again, just constantly coming back and just adding tiny little details. Okay. Okay, just been picky now. Level up those bits of stubble. Just going to move that up a little bit. Do some shoulder exercises if you're drawing like this. Bit of an interesting setup. Okay. Okay, I think. I mean, we're getting there. There's something, yeah, there's like a something, so his cheeks, yeah. Okay, I think we've just missed his cheeks. He's got quite big cheeks. So again, there's a kind of point here and a point here, so we need to kind of just come in here. And again, just slight little hint lines at where that cheek breaks from the side of his face. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just double check that. Okay, so. Okay, last little bits here. This comes up a little bit. Area. Kanye West. Okay, just get my lids on my pens. I've stopped because I don't think there's anything more I can add at this stage. Obviously the idea of creating a bank of images is something you can actually just come back to if you're not happy with it. This was the picture. Being attacked by my artwork. Yeah, okay, I think that's what I've missed there. I think I've just seen where I think the face is different. Comes in a lot shorter on the chin there. In fact, there's something I could do now. I'm going to do it. So, apologies, I'm just going to go back into my drawing. I'm going to edit this. That's going to disappear. But I think it's only fair on Kanye. If we get his face right. So, I'm just going to do a little trick. It's called hiding. Okay, so basically all I'm doing is editing. That is not that big. The drawing by putting a black line just around him. That's gonna. A pen that works would be great. Okay, cool. Okay, so you can see that drawing coming out. I think that jaw's a lot closer, a lot truer to what I wanted, so what Kanye looks like. Okay, again, I'm just giving him a bit more of a truer jawline. It's not as wide at the bottom as I thought. Finish this off. Yeah. Last couple of minutes now, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. I know I've been having to look at my Mac a bit more today. Thank you for that. And thank you for your suggestions. Amazing. Last little additions now. Okay. Just tidy that head. Oh shit. I do apologise. Sorry for that. Oh well. Again, work a little bit slower on that last bit, and that's a lot better. His jaw looks a lot truer to his actual jaw. Mr. Kanye West, everybody. There we are. Cool. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with that. A little bit difficult. Again, I'm not going to let any of my awkwardnesses get in the way. And simply knowing that I can edit those lines and pull different bits out, even when we're using the pen, even when we've gone past the pencil, we can't rub out, we can actually use that negative. So you've been frame moment, sure, that's 250 quid for somebody. We can actually still use the pen as a guide tool, as a rubber almost. I really like these kind of effects around the back, much like Mr. Doom. This was MF Doom. So again, the series of portraits. In fact, I think I'm going to spend the next hour or two going around the other portraits that we've done in a similar fashion. So we've actually got like a nice collection, certainly with Grimm and Keanu. Maybe not Donald Trump because nobody wants a picture of him. But I think the kind of series of portraits would look really good. And again, with Doom nearly finished and Kanye getting there, I'm very happy with where we are today. So just going to rub some lines out and then show you. Okay, yep, yep. Okay. Make sure your painting and your drawings are dry before you rub out. Cool. Okay, ladies and gents, Kanye West. So there we are. He'll go into our series of portraits drawn in the Paint with Pete's. Again, a lot of detail to his face that we needed to get in. I'm just going to have a bit of a stronger look. Our jaw can come in a little bit more, you know, even just a little bit more. Because I'm drawing at an angle, I'm undercompensating for one side. So, just lining him up. The subtlest of differences, but again, those little lines, those little extra details can make or break the face. So there's Kanye with his slightly realigned jaw on that side. Not for the first time, sadly. Okay, so there we are. Have we got any time to see if this is dry? He isn't dry, and it's just gone 11. I think that's a sign. I'm going to leave that. Use my patience. We'll come back to him tomorrow in the gallery. So today we just did our structure. Please come up with a name. Sorry if I've missed any comments. My Mac's been glitching out. Let's just have a look if there's anything else. Amazing. I love seeing everyone saying hello to people. Thank you for the interactions. So we pulled a hat out of the names. We pulled a name out of the hat today. That name was Kanye West. There he is behind me. We used our inspiration photo after our structure. And he's going to go straight into the gallery tomorrow, so you'll see him again. But I'll show you what he looks like framed. Might even add a little bit of colour, sign it, add a little bit of gold. Who knows? We will see. I'll flip the camera around. We'll be in the gallery tomorrow, so you'll see everything we've done this week. Please make sure you've got a little space for that gallery. If you've been paying, if you've been watching, excuse me, if you've been watching the Paint with Pete's, you should have a nice little week worth of work. If not, grab a pen. I'll show you what we did this week, and you can obviously join in if you want to watch back. They are on the page that you're watching right now, Obsolete Formats MCR. They will also be on YouTube later on Obsolete Formats. Please check them out. Thank you very much. As ever, shouts to Tom Fraud, shouts to everyone watching. Make love, make art, stay safe, stay creative. Ciao.